The altcoin season is still very much well on the way to seeing a parabolic explosive move past the prior all-time high. In today's video, we're going to be discussing why the alt season is still in play, the key invalidations at which the altcoin season will come to an end, and exactly what we expect for our next moves. Let's go ahead and jump on in. Welcome back to the channel and thank you for tuning in. In today's video, we are doing a complete altcoin analysis. Now, before we get into the altcoin analysis, make sure to check us out on our main YouTube channel, Mega Whale Crypto, where we post daily videos of Bitcoin focusing on the facts, the data, the technical, and the structural information. No hype, no BS, no emotion, pure raw TA. And if you're interested in more of that kind of content, you can join us on Telegram. That will be the first link down below. You'll get access to charts, updates, videos, educational posts, news events, and everything you need to stay in the loop with cryptocurrency, with Bitcoin, and the relevant economic news. And if you were interested in taking your trading to the next level, you can join us in our VIP group where we post trading setups with exact entry prices, exact targets, exact stop losses, trade justification, exclusive analysis, and so much more. You'll also get access to all of our group chats with over 700 members, our trading chart and education chat, our daily video, help, news, and trade setup chats. You can find out more information about our VIP in the pinned comment of the free channel by clicking my name, or these two links showing you a video inside the channel and a 50-month trading track record by the first link. Check it out, guys, and let's dive into the altcoin video. Okay, Mega Whale team, let's go ahead and jump into the video. Today, we are taking a look at the total 3 altcoin market, as well as the total market cap, discussing how the altcoin season is progressing, what we expect moving into Q1, and what are the macro invalidations and trigger points for our next move up. Let's go ahead and jump into the video. So as we can see here, this is going to be our total 3 chart. First and foremost, we have a lot going on. The bottom line is going to be our Bitcoin dominance chart. This is the black line at the bottom. The upper line, the orange line, is going to be our Bitcoin chart. And the candle chart is the total 3 market cap. That is essentially the entire cryptocurrency market cap, excluding Bitcoin and excluding Ethereum. Now, I want to go over what we have seen historically, then discuss what is happening, and then discuss what is likely to occur next. As you know, the altcoin market is macro bullish. We are in a macro uptrend, and if we take a look at what we discussed back in November, the altcoin season has started. On the 15th of November, we made a public statement saying that we believe the altcoin season has started, and we have seen a massive rally to 1.13 trillion, and we also saw a massive correction back down, but this correction has not been a deep enough correction to invalidate the claim that the macro expectations for altcoins are still bullish. So let's take a look. As we can see, in 2020 to 2021, we had 3 points of validation, which essentially marked the beginning of altcoin season. Those 3 points were: number 1, the altcoin total 3 market cap broke through the dead cap bounce high after the prior all-time high. That dead cap bounce high acted as a yearly level of resistance and a trigger point where, when we broke above on the total 3, we remained above that level indefinitely, eventually moving into a progressively parabolic altcoin season. With that breakout, we saw 2 other notable events. The first notable event was we saw Bitcoin creating a local top, and we saw Bitcoin dominance begin to initiate its downtrend. If we take a look at the current cycle, we have seen almost the exact replica of this, minus the rapid altcoin sell-off once we reach the prior all-time high. If we take a look at this over here, we can see, number 1, the altcoin total 3 market, upon the breakout of the dead cap bounce high, went on to see an aggressive rally, marking the beginning of the altcoin season. We also saw Bitcoin dominance begin to fall, and as that was happening, we saw Bitcoin create a local top at 108,000, in which we saw a local correction back down to the low 90k. So in terms of what we have seen historically to suggest we are in an altcoin season and likely going to see a continuation of the altcoin season, we are currently seeing, and this is what we've been saying for a while now, now we are in altcoin season, and it is normal to see these extended corrections in altcoin seasons. The most important thing is that if we do see these pullbacks, these structural levels of support remain intact, and that is going to be the $840 billion level. So to answer the first point today, at what point would we turn macro bearish in altcoins? Simply, again, a loss of 840 billion on the total 3 market cap would indicate we have seen a breakdown and thus deviation from the altcoin season trigger, which is the yearly resistance. That would be something we had not seen in the prior cycle and could be suggestive of deviation from our historical patterns, and therefore reduces the possibility of an altcoin season. So provided 840 billion is able to hold, the most likely outcome, looking at what we have seen historically and what is occurring now, is that we eventually move into a exceedingly progressive altcoin season. So the next question is, what needs to happen for the altcoin market to trigger that next leg toward the upside? If we take a very brief look at the daily chart, or let's go to a daily chart on the altcoin over here, altcoin market over here, the total 3, and we look at that prior cycle, right? From that point of which we broke out, which I'll draw a horizontal level, and we kind of entered the altcoin season here, we saw numerous corrections on the weekly and on the daily. Some of these corrections being 35%. Some of these corrections even being 37%. Some of them being much smaller, 15, 20%. The premise and the point I'm trying to push across is, if we see these pullbacks occur, these pullbacks are not necessarily bearish while the macro integrity of the trend remains intact. Now, if we take a look at this chart on the daily, and we take a look at the current total market cap on the daily, we were able to sustain above a very important level. And if we take a look at that level in the prior cycle, that was the 50 EMA. If you are looking for a new exchange or just want to support the channel, sign up to BitUnix with the link down below. You'll get a lifetime trading fee discount of 15%, which can build up to 45% based on your trading volume, as well as access to a bonus reward center, and of course, all of the exclusive campaigns we run on this exchange. You'll also get access to BitUnix being a non-KYC exchange, meaning you can sign up from anywhere in the globe without regulations. And most importantly, I only promote exchanges I trust and I use. As you can see, I trade on BitUnix very regularly, being the highest VIP level with over $500 million in trading volume for the last 30 days. And lastly, if you were interested in signing up to our other 2 exchanges, BingX or BitGet, you can also do that via the links down below. You as well will get the 15% trading fee discount and everything else that comes with it. Go ahead and sign up. Thank you for supporting. Let's jump back in. The 50 EMA being this red line. What we saw in the prior cycle for altcoins is that when we broke through the yearly trigger, okay, the yearly trigger being this horizontal altcoin season trigger, when we broke through that level, we remained above the 50 EMA the entire time until around May 2021, which is when we saw the largest altcoin correction, or well, not the largest, but the largest altcoin correction in the macro uptrend, because we went on to see a continuation of around 58%. A lot of altcoins actually dropped back down to their lows on that move. Now, what did we notice is that we saw again that 50 EMA active support this entire way up. If we take a look at the current cycle, we are sitting above the 50 EMA. In fact, we were just retesting that 50 EMA 2 separate times, establishing again a retest of support, and it is likely that the altcoin season will continue provided that 50 EMA is able to sustain. So here are the invalidations. 840 billion lost. It is likely we enter a higher time frame downtrend. The altcoin season is over. The 50 EMA lost is going to be a trigger for a steep correction for altcoins. While the 50 EMA is able to sustain on the daily, and while the total 3 is able to sustain about 840 billion, it is very likely that we see a bullish Q1 for altcoins, and we see the total 3 push past the 2021 highs into price discovery. If we take a look at the price action here on the short time frame, such as the 4-hour, we can start to see the altcoin market is already breaking out of this downtrend established at the beginning of December. This could be the start of a new uptrend, which could take the altcoin market into price discovery and to retest that 2021 high. If we are looking for confirmation for the parabolic move, that is going to occur when the total 3 breaks past that 2021 high point. That will result in that stronger directional continuation, possibly into the $2 trillion+ level. So is the altcoin season is it started? Yes, it started. It started weeks ago. Is it still active? Of course it is. Are you late? Absolutely not. The season is around, if we look historically, they last around 18-ish weeks. We're about a third of the way through, and this will be our first major correction of the altcoin season, which is now coming close to an end. We do need to see Bitcoin push past that 100K level to get utter confirmation that this will not be a failed rally. But overall, with Bitcoin dominance dropping, as we can see, with again the total market cap rising, which we'll show you here on the left, bouncing from the 2021 high, it is looking very optimistic for altcoins, and the macro charts are still very strong. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys later. See you then.